Yes, good morning. I'm honored to be performing here today, given the theme of the conference and the way that the refugee issue affected my life. I would like to just share with you this bead is gifted to me by an Anishinaabe elder in Midland, Ontario, after a performance I gave. And this shirt was gifted to me by a Mayan elder, who's an Achkich, which is a spiritual daykeeper. I am also a keeper of the Mayan calendar. Everybody talks about 2012 and the world ending. So nothing to do with our actual teachings. Is actually a time of spiritual ascension within our culture. And this here is my birthright within the Mayan cosmovision, which is Achmak. And before I start, I would also like to share that today is Achpu, Ik in the Mayan calendar, which is the day of the winds of constant and permanent change. When the Egyptian population woke up with al-Mubarak as president, it was Ik in the Mayan calendar, the day of the winds and constant and permanent change. So I wanted to share a bit of that with you, given that we are refugees on land that often does not get acknowledged. And here's my piece. Canadians go camping to pass the time in the summer, but refugees are biding their time in camps, and those tents have a very different meaning when what's left of your life has become so demeaning that all of your possessions can be stored within. An orphan from Mogadishu seeking refuge in Yemen goes through hell in the Gulf of Aden to get in. No free Canadian healthcare waiting on him. And those camps are no fun in the summer, much less in the desert after your village was plundered. The lightning and thunder are the least of your worries. Meanwhile, Canada plays the role of the benevolent country. She might even welcome you in if she approves of your story. Unless, of course, you're applying at the visa office in Nairobi. Then it might take you a decade to get in. And when you do, you'll have to pay the cost of your flight. That Somali orphan in Yemen will land in Canada with a $5,000 debt in plain sight. The Canada transportation loans, right? But it's okay, because Canada at least has a great education. Well, except for our Onkwehonwes people living in reservations, they receive $2,000 to $3,000 less in funding per child than the children attending the white schools nearby. The original peoples of this land that we're on are subjected to conditions similar or worse than those of the lands that we're from. Guatemala, Somalia, Palestine, or Iraq. I heard an 11-year-old child from Onkwehonwes tell the world that he suffers from asthma, heart problems, and eczema. He studies in an unheated portable and he's never seen a real school in his life. Temperatures there get to minus 40 degrees, freezing the pipes. These babies are studying with sewage fumes and carbon dioxide. How do members of parliament sleep at night? Onkwehonwes, indigenous territory in northern Ontario, here in Canada. The country that welcomes the refugees, but also the same country that causes the refugees. With its mining companies and foreign policies, blindly backing Palestinian oppression by supporting Israeli army atrocities, exploiting Central American commodities, Barrick Gold invading Guatemala, displacing thousands internally. We suffer the trauma and watch our gold flow back to the company. Oh, Canada, land of opportunity, nation filled with irony, future of uncertainty for those in need of harmony. Your very own soldiers from the airborne division violated and tortured Somalis. Many of them are now a part of my family. Tragically, they suffer from the same violence here that they tried to escape over there. Abdi Karim, Allahu Naharisto. Abdi Nasir Diri, Allahu Naharisto. 2 young men that were taken before their time. 2 young men that were taken before their prime, and their parents were orphaned an ocean away from their country and still living scared all of the time. Oh, Canada, this Bill C-31 you're about to pass is a crime, designating refugees to 12-month detentions, including the child, for border protection. We'll welcome the refugees, but we'll jail them and then ask questions later. Please, Canada, knock this bill off your radar. Own your inequities. The need for humanity is greater than these border service agency haters. From Chiapas to Akwesasne, to Gaza Strip to Soweto, this whole world is a ghetto, and we would not be refugees if these colonizers didn't meddle with our internal affairs. All we ever wanted was justice, because we didn't cross the borders. The borders crossed us.